Hello, pile number one. Welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing Are you more approachable or are you more intimidating? So, basically, how do you come across? So, the way I'm going to do the reading is I've pulled some cards for what actually makes you approachable, what makes you intimidating, and then in the end, I have cards to kind of wrap the reading up and to give you an idea whether you come across as more approachable or more intimidating. Okay, that's the topic. I hope it makes sense, and I hope you guys like the topic as well. So, this is the portion for what makes you approachable. This is the one for intimidating, and we'll take a look at the other cards in the end. Okay, so on this side you got, how do you say that, Hathor, joy, and see it says joy. I don't know why I thought this also said joy. I don't know, maybe I'm confused. Anyway, here we have moon in this is Capricorn, practicality. I'm starting with this side, then I'll talk about this side as well. We have Venus here. Okay, and for tarot you got Queen of Cups. You know what, I'm gonna move it aside just to make space because we have 4 cards here. We have Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, 6 of Wands, and this specific card for this deck, it says the Well. So this is like a card for this particular deck. It has 2 extra major arcana, so it's one of those cards that has come out. Okay, so let's talk about this. Okay, why are you approachable? Well, you seem like a sweet person. There's this positive aura around you. Venus can also signify great attraction that people could have for you. You could come across as someone beautiful, and the beauty that is approachable. There's certain people like someone like Angelina Jolie. Her beauty is a little more intimidating. And she's like a special example. Not most people are like that, like dark feminine sort of energy. With you, pile number one, I feel like there's something about you where people are just naturally drawn towards you. Okay, you do come across as a like an attractive person because this is giving me queen vibes, like a queen is sitting on her throne or something along those lines. Okay, majestic sort of a person. Here also we do have the queen as well, Queen of Cups. So a lot of maybe younger people could also be attracted to you. We have Knight of Cups here, or this could be speaking about people who are more impulsive in love, more straightforward, more impulsive, more romantic. Those sort of people might approach you more often. And I'm also seeing the imagery here. I see fishes. You see fishes and you see this horse. So maybe people who are drawn towards you, or maybe more Aries placement, Pisces placement, something like that. Okay, so you come across as this feminine, beautiful sort of a person, and you just your beauty is more approachable. Okay, and you could have good conversation skills also. With Venus, it does give a flair for diplomacy. Someone who's sweet, gentle, maybe your voice is really nice, you look really nice, and you seem very social also. Okay, then moon in Capricorn. Moon here is again talking about a person who's likable. There's something about you, your energy is really nice, and you come across as very feminine, sweet. Even if you're a guy watching this, a lot of women could be interested in you, or they're just naturally drawn towards you because you have this strong Venus and moon element. Okay, and you seem like a sensible sort of a person, mature and hardworking as well. Moon in Capricorn so shows a sincere sort of approach, and here we see people working on the field. They're busy working. It's giving me a little bit of Empress also. It's like you in the back, this queen. Okay, and people are working. They're just doing, just going to work. And here, when I pulled this card, I thought, wow, this is so interesting that the well came out, even though we don't have an imagery of well, but the well goes perfectly with this. Where I come from, we always have a well in every field because you need water for doing the agricultural stuff, you need water, quite a bit of it. So usually there's a well in all the fields. So I thought this went along so well. Well, but yeah, it went together perfectly. And you seem like a practical person. Even though you have this emotional depth, you could be someone where people just connect with you emotionally, but also there's a lot of sincerity, there's a lot of just practical things. You seem like a sensible person. You could also be someone who's well helpful in nature. Okay, so you seem like someone who would extend a helping hand. You have this sense of community about you. Okay, caring, charming. Venus also makes a person charming. You could also be flirtatious, some of you. Six of Wands tells me a lot of people are interested in you. Your overall impression is really nice. With Six of Wands, this is having a favorable impression in the public view. Okay, and if you are someone who's more creative or something about your hobbies, something about your self-expression and maybe what you do for living, that is attractive. That makes you more approachable. Maybe you tend to meet a lot of people. You could have good social skills also, but just your energy, your aura, and the way you look, you seem like an approachable sort of a person. People are naturally drawn towards you. Okay, especially a lot of people may be having romantic feelings for you, because we did get the Knight of Cups. Okay, wanting to take care of you, wanting to provide for you, wanting to protect you as well. Doesn't have to be young, because that would be more page energy. But yeah, just this energy of people being interested in you. Okay, and being quite a bit upfront about it. So I'm going to move these cards to the side, make space. I hope it's in frame. Let's talk about what makes you intimidating. So here you got Eos, is it? Light, it says. Wait, I dropped one. This is Mars in Taurus, defense. Okay. Third house. And for tarot, you got the King of Swords in reverse. Temperance. Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. I hope you can see the cards. Okay, so let's talk about this. There's something about your voice or your speech clearly that intimidates people, because we have here Mars in Taurus. Taurus is connected to the second house of speech. Third house is communication. Okay, so clearly there's something about your communication style or the way you speak. Maybe your sense of humor for some of you. For others, it could be your voice or something about your communication. Or you could also be someone who's maybe you get agitated quickly. You sound maybe you get angry quickly or something like that. Or you're quick to defense or quick to fight or argue, that sort of energy. Okay, here also we have King of Swords in reverse, which is swords are connected to communication. So it's your voice, your communication style that could be a little intimidating to other people. Maybe you speak with a lot of confidence or you speak with a lot of passion. Okay, it doesn't have to be overly negative, by the way, keep that in mind. And with this card, what I'm getting is your go-getter energy. Some of you could be more stronger in, let's say, your masculine energy. Okay, that might feel like men. Some men could feel like they're competing with you, or something about your energy, your confidence that I'm seeing here. Okay, overall the way you look, who you are, the way you carry yourself is very approachable, but it's your energy. When you speak, when you're dynamic, you're moving around and you're talking about the things you're interested in, there's some conversation going on, people might start to feel a little intimidated. Okay, maybe you might come across as a person with strong desires, or you have big goals and you're a go-getter. You could also be slightly more in your masculine energy, like I said, because I'm just picking up this aura here. It's giving me more Mars Sun energy. Sun itself is connected to light. Sun is the source for light. So that's one thing. Wait, I move that. And see, even here we see temperance. I didn't notice this before. We have a teapot. And usually we connect tea with conversation. So clearly something about conversation, communication. It's also your confidence. You seem very confident, so you might overshadow other people. You might be slightly dominating also. We do have Mars energy. You also come across as a little independent. Okay, And here also I see progression. So Ace of Pentacles is starting something, and then Two of Pentacles is about having multiple things, multiple priorities. So a lot of people feel like you're busy, you don't give them enough time, so they might feel like, okay, this person is maybe not interested in me. Something like this could be there. But you could also be someone who has multiple talents, multiple things you're doing. So just this busyness, working very hard. Even here we had Moon in Capricorn. Capricorn is connected to our career, work, okay, our public persona. So there's just this energy where I feel like you come across as a very busy person, always got something on your mind, always doing something, up to something. So a lot of people could feel intimidated because, let's say, they have a lot of time on their hand, or they just do their job, rest of the time they're free. But you might be someone who's always working, you have multiple hobbies, multiple interests. There's just this energy of busyness that I'm picking up here. Always working on something, being very busy. Maybe you find it easy to connect with people. Some people might also feel intimidated, basically just by your talents, and a little bit by your lifestyle also, a little bit by your communication and your confidence is what I'm seeing. Okay, Mars is also independent energy. One more specific message I'm getting, let's say in terms of romantic situations, people might feel intimidated because you might talk to them like a friend. They might feel friend zoned by you. We have third house, which is connected with friendship. Okay, and you might also talk in the sense that you don't want to date, or you really enjoy your independence. You don't necessarily are looking for like a connection, because Mars talks about independence, is sitting in the house of Taurus, which is ruled by Venus, connected to love and relationships, right? Even though Taurus is support system, but it's still sitting in Venus's sign. Venus is about love. So you might come across as a person who's very independent. So some people might feel like this person's not interested, they're not looking for someone. When they speak, they seem like they are not interested in me. So if you're, let's say, if you have romantic interest, there's something you can work on in terms of your communication, because people might feel closed off, like you're not interested, or you're friend zoning them. Okay, this is what I'm seeing here. It could even be looks for some of you, because I see two images here. It's speaking about, they look very beautiful to me. Even though, yes, you're approachable and you have this kind, sweet, compassionate sort of a beauty, but still some people might also feel intimidated by your looks, okay, your personality, and they might feel like, wow, this person is just so out of my league. Okay, intimidation like that. It's not negative. So this is what I'm seeing for you. Let's see overall, which one is it? Are you more approachable or are you more intimidated? Okay, so for that portion I pulled a bunch of oracles. So you got this card, Swan. Okay, here we see reflection. Swan is also connected to goddess Saraswati. She's the one we connect with the musical talents, talents with playing the instruments, good intelligence, and beauty in class, grace. Okay, and water element is there. We have conversation. Okay, here we, for nakshatras, you got Hasta and Mula. This falls in Virgo, if I'm not wrong. This falls in Sagittarius. Here we also have the Siren. We have the Healer. And these are the cards that you chose for the reading. We have Rajas. This is a perfect card to describe this reading. I love today, this particular deck was just so on point. I just need like one card to describe the whole reading. And here we have Lord Ganesh, God Ganesh. I like saying God instead of Lord, but anyway. And I love that Ganesh showed up in the first reading. Ganesh is the Lord or God that we pray to in the beginning, because he removes all obstacles. So the journey is easy, or in just, let's say, doing puja or rituals or anything, we pray to him first because he removes all obstacles and makes the whole thing easy for us. So I love that he came out in pile number 1 for the reading. So overall, I'm seeing there's a healing presence that you bring. You have strong Venus and Moon, like I said, feminine energy. So people feel nourished and fulfilled in your energy overall. That's clearly I'm seeing here. because we have the healer's energy, we have swan. This is giving me strong moon element also. It's water and it's white, so the color white is also associated with moon. Okay, so overall I'm seeing just this peaceful, serene sort of vibe some people feel with you. It's not necessarily your personality, because I'm picking rajas, which is fiery sort of temperament, and movement, dynamic energy that I saw earlier. It's just people in your presence feel comfort. Yeah, that's the way I would describe it. They feel comfortable, they like your energy, they vibe with you, they connect with you. You could be some sort of healer also for some of you. For others, just this healing presence that you bring to other people. Okay, you are good looking. See, looks keep coming up. Siren is associated with looks and attraction, so people are drawn towards you. Siren, the story behind the siren is these sirens or these mermaids or whatever, these creatures would entice the sailors to look at them, make noises and scream. I don't remember it exactly, but basically distract them. And so it's like calling someone in. So it's your aura, your energy, you call people in. Here also we have conversation. See, conversation here we had third house, and we had Taurus also connected with speech. So what I am getting here is you're approachable, people approach you, and there's a natural desire to speak to you, have a conversation, to get to know more about you. And in the process, some people might also feel intimidated, or some people might feel intimidation in terms of conversation skills. Let's say you're very witty or funny or charming, flirtatious, and people kind of shrivel up. They're like, I don't know how to match this person's energy. So something about conversation could intimidate them. Also, second thing, just you seem approachable, they're interested in you. Some people might want to be let's say romantically be involved with you, but as they approach you, they get nervous. Okay, so it's that sort of vibe I'm picking up here. Hasta is also connected with humor, fun vibes. It's more so that fun, interesting sort of energy, magician sort of energy I'm picking here. Mula is connected to our roots. Something about they also see this deep side to you as well, like this feminine, beautiful side, but also this fun side that they see in you. Okay, you seem like a dynamic person. Okay, active, busyness, all of that I see here, but strong desire to connect with you. So definitely approachable, but it's not that they take you lightly, or they think you're just, I don't know, like they'll walk over you or you're a pushover. Nothing like that. Natural desire to come towards you. Siren speaks of that. Siren is calling someone in. Secondly, Rajas is connected to, I think, Venus and Mercury, 2 planets. There's 3 different gunas: Rajas, Sattva, and Tamas. Tamas is Saturn and Mars, if I'm not wrong, and Sattva is Moon, Sun, Jupiter. Those are the sattvic planets, the more spiritual planets. Tamas is more malefic energy, where the challenges, struggles, trials, and tribulations. And Rajas is Mercury and Venus, which are 2 more active sort of planets. These are the ones we associate with, let's say, arts, creativity, sometimes communication, connecting with people, talking to them, diplomacy. Okay, arts and craft. So it's more dynamic, desirous. These 2 planets have strong desires, Mars and Venus. Okay, usually if they're strong in the chart, person is very active in their life. They want to achieve big things. They have big goals. Okay, so, and also they have social skills. Venus and Mercury always want to connect with people. Okay, because Mercury is communication. You need a person to communicate. Mercury is also friendship, so you need a person for that. Venus is love, so you need a subject, okay, or object of love. So these 2 really thrive with social skills. So naturally, people, when they see you, they're interested in you, they're drawn towards you. Okay, Ganesh can also be in a way connected with, let's say, communication here, but it's more so education, intelligence also, and then writing skills. Okay, removing obstacles, coming closer to you, forming a connection with you. So overall, if I wrap the reading up, I got a lot of messages about you, pile number 1. I think people are naturally curious and interested in you. Some find you very attractive, also good looking. Okay, so there's a desire to connect with you. You might also make them a little nervous and intimidated, but it's not negative, it's very positive. Okay, and you don't have like a dark, heavy aura. intimidation can be in different forms also. Like someone can be intimidating like the Leo, which is a strong confident person, or someone can be intimidating like the Scorpion, which is more of that energy where you person is mysterious, you don't really trust them, okay, and they're a little scary. Scorpio is more scary, whereas Leo is a confident person where you feel overshadowed. So it can come in different ways. This was more of that Venus Mercury energy. Maybe some of you have sitting these two planets sitting together in your chart, or maybe Mercury is somehow prominent, Venus is prominent, you have ascendant there, you have your ascendant lord sitting there, or there's a Parivartan yoga, which is exchange of the signs. Okay, so somehow Venus Mercury could be strong in your chart, and obviously those placements like Mars in Taurus or something in third house or Gemini, you could have those as well. So yeah, that was a reading. I did it differently today, and I was really excited with about doing this reading. I really enjoyed it. So let me know your thoughts. If you want me to do more such readings, let me know. Okay, if you want to support the channel, you can help by watching the ads. That helps me make more money, and you can also watch the videos for longer. That way YouTube would recommend my videos more. Okay, that will help support the channel. You can also join the membership. I'm finishing a series and I'll start a new series soon on my 3rd tier. So more videos are coming up there. So join the membership if you want. No pressure. And if you want to book a reading with me, all the links will be down in the description. Naturally, just if you have any questions or stuff, you can check the description, okay? And you can always leave a comment. I usually go through the comments, okay? And I'll get back to you. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing what are you more approachable or intimidating? But before I get into that portion, I am starting with what makes you approachable. So I pulled a few cards for that. This is the side. And then what makes you intimidating? So what is intimidating about your personality? And then in the end, I have cards for, just to wrap the reading up, do you come across more as intimidating or approachable? So I hope the reading is clear and you guys enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts on the whole format, on the topic, whatever you want to say. Hopefully I can do more of like this, because I really enjoyed pulling the cards for this one today. So let's start the reading. Okay, starting from this side, what makes you more approachable? We have here, I don't know how to pronounce that. We have Magic. Okay, she seems very pretty. And also when I pulled this card, I noticed she's got 3 faces, and it made me think of God Brahma, because he actually has 4 faces, but because the 4th is in the back, you can never really see it in pictures. And also there's a story connected with his 4th head being chopped off, which is is connected to Mrigashira Nakshatra as well. Mrigashira is let's say Rohini is Brahma. Okay, if you are aware with, you can skip through if you're not interested in this portion. So Rohini is Lord Brahma. He rules, he is the deity for Nakshatra Rohini. And then Mrigashira is the Mriga, which is the deer that he was chasing after. In a way, it's goddess Saraswati. Okay, and then Rudra comes in, which is Lord Shiva's avatar. He comes in with Ardra energy and chops the head off. So maybe people picking this pile, you could have placements in any of those 3 nakshatras. They are coming through very strongly, because I see 3 heads, 4th is missing. And she made me think of Brahma because she also has white hair. So Brahma is usually, whenever you see his pictures or whatever, there's a lot of white symbology. So he wears white clothes also. So it just made me think of that. And also this magic and just the aura of this card made me think of strong moon. Okay, and Brahma is because every god or goddess is connected with some planet. Some are connected with multiple planets, like Shiva is connected with both sun and moon, a little bit of Saturn also sometimes I get, but yeah, anyway, but Brahma always is connected with moon. So this energy was giving me Brahma. It's speaking about intelligence also. Okay, he is connected with creativity and intelligence. So something about you having a lot of knowledge, which draws people in towards you. Okay, if you're creative, then your creativity, but more so just this not even intelligence, it's giving me that vibe of a person who's very mature, grounded, wise is the word I'm getting here. Some of you could be light workers, because I do see magic here. Okay, you could be good with manifesting, you could be good with spiritual knowledge, something about just wisdom, is what I'm getting. And see, I didn't even notice we have the moon here. So clearly I thought of moon. We see these maybe constellations in the back. And it's nighttime. So naturally made me think of moon, moonlight, all of that. Okay, here we have, that was a big tangent for one card. We have Sun in Gemini. Okay, your humor. Sometimes I've seen Sun in anything with Gemini makes me think of humor, communication, charm, charisma, all of that. And Sun also speaks about intelligence. Whenever we have a combination of Sun and Mercury coming out together, it's speaks of intelligence. It's a yoga for intelligence. Okay. And see here, versatility. You could be multi-talented, something about maybe your body, your flexibility. Let's say you have a lot of knowledge on yoga, okay? Or something with mudras or dancing, something with flexibility here, or this could even be more of that spiritual knowledge of yoga as well. But a person who's intelligent, okay? People respect you, I also feel. Like they want to, a lot of people might come to you with the questions maybe, or asking for your advice. That's what I'm getting. Because this is what's making you approachable. That tells me people might approach you for advice, okay, or to have a conversation. Gemini is connected to communication, okay. You are like an authority figure. You could also be like, a lot of people might look at you as some sort of a leader, because Sun is connected with leadership. Here we have Venus in Libra. Influence, it says. So this could be about relationship troubles. A lot of people coming to you for advice there. Okay, lots of friends maybe, lots of couples. You could be some sort of healer. Some of you could be light workers, let's say tarot readers, astrologers, people naturally approaching you and counting on your ability to talk to the stars or communicate with the universe. That I'm getting that strongly here. Okay. And also something about you being attractive here. With the snake, I always connected with attraction. And see here, we also see flexibility. So I'm getting Ashlesha Nakshatra. I'm again getting Rohini and Mrigashira, because both are connected to snake yonis. Okay. So these three nakshatras I'm getting with snake. You could be a good dancer also. Let's say you're out and about, you're living your life, you're at a party, you're dancing, and people just look at you and they're attracted to you, or they feel like, wow, I like this person. Or if you're doing yoga, or you somehow showing off your spiritual knowledge, or you're just living your life, people just naturally notice you and they're drawn towards you. Okay. Some people might also approach you. There's a strong desire to connect with you on a deeper level from people who are romantically interested in you, because this is Venus in Libra. You could be someone who has a lot of people approaching you constantly in terms of love and romance, because now Venus is domicile sitting in its own sign, so it's comfortable there. Naturally gives a person charm. And anything with the prominent Venus, they have a lot of options. People are always interested. They can date anyone at any time. It's that energy that I'm picking up here. We have 4th house. Okay. We have Queen of Swords, Strength, and we have 10 of Swords. There's a specific message I wanted to talk about this, but let me just finish this one off. We have 4th house. Naturally, I was getting strong Moon and Cancer energy from this pile. So I'm not surprised that this card came out. Some of you could have placements in Cancer or placements in the 4th house. Actually, Moon gets directional strength in the 4th house. So Moon does really well in 4th. Zodiac sign you have to check. Okay, so it might vary. Let's say if you have Moon sitting in 4th house but in sign of Scorpio, then it can give you troubles because it gets debilitated in Scorpio. It's slightly difficult energy, but house-wise, Moon does really well in 4th, gives strong intuition, gives a nurturing, motherly sort of quality to a person. Person usually is a good host, and you could be someone also who cooks really well maybe. So people are drawn towards you. Let's say if you're very generous and you cook for people, you take care of them, you invite them at your home, okay, you treat them like family, that will something people assume about you, and you might also do for a lot of people. So that makes you more approachable, because this is how you come across to people. They feel like you're very generous, helpful, you're like this motherly person. Okay. Here also we got Sun, so you naturally might try to take care of other people, because Moon and Sun are the parents archetype in a way. Moon is the mother, Sun is the father, so naturally you might take up that role in different dynamics in your life. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. And also people approaching you because of your intuition, and just you have this mystical sort of energy and people feel like, oh, this person can help me, they can guide me, this person is blessed, this person is intuitive, all those things. Okay, here what I'm seeing, a lot of people coming to you who are struggling. You might have that natural energy to attract a lot of people who need healing. If you're a healer, you'll naturally attract a lot of people who need healing, people who are going through trials, tribulations, people who are struggling. You take the high road, you take care of them. Okay, so naturally a lot of people suffering, they're drawn towards you. Strength, so you bring them strength. There's also a quiet confidence that you have, and again it's making me think of sun energy, so a leader. So naturally people who are distraught, who are struggling, who need some hope, who need some inspiration, they are drawn to you. Okay, you're very grounded in your energy. Queen of Swords, again intelligence. It keeps on coming up. Intelligence, logical, practical sort of a person, and you give the truth to people. You're very honest, people see you as a trustworthy person. Also, Queen of Swords is connected with intuition. Okay, so naturally all the things that I spoke about, same messages are coming up again and again. Let's focus on this pile. What makes you intimidating? Okay, so Aryan, what, how do you say that? I don't know any of these, like I can't pronounce any, more than half of these names. Fertility. Okay, so it's your beauty that's intimidating. If you're someone who makes a lot of money, if you're very financially independent, that could also intimidate people. So for example, a romantic interest could feel insecure. If it's a friend, person who's approaching you for friendship, they might feel like, you know what, this person's way richer than me, so I just feel like I'm not on the same level. They might feel insecure because of that. Something about your success, money, fame, something that's like a reward that you've earned because of your hard work, that could intimidate other people because they could feel a little insecure. They might feel like I'm not on the same level. Or this could even be your intelligence or your spiritual knowledge, wisdom, something about you. It could intimidate people. That's what I'm getting. Especially your beauty also, if you're really good looking, because fertility is making me think of the Empress. And here we see grapes. Okay. Have you guys heard of that meme, surgery on a grape? I don't know why I thought of that all of a sudden. If anyone's heard of that meme, let me know. Very random. But anyway, grapes is making me think of rewards for your labor. So a lot of success, money, all of that, that could be intimidating. I also get the sense that maybe some of you could be, let's say you're middle class, you made it big, or surrounded by people who are not on the same level. That tells me that maybe you've had like a come up, or you've had some sort of a glow up, or you've done things differently. So people who are not on the same journey as you, they don't have the same success as you, they just feel like a little insecure. That's the one message I'm getting here. We have resourcefulness, sun in Cancer with the crow. And see, there's a story of thirsty crow. Crows are natural problem solvers. So you might find videos of crows on the internet, on YouTube. Look it up. And this is also Hasta energy. The bird for Hasta is crow, Hasta Nakshatra. Some of you could have that placement. It came out in pile number 1, Hasta. But anyway, what I'm seeing here, okay, I was talking about the problem solving abilities. Go and look up crows on YouTube. You'll find multiple videos where they give the crow obstacles and stuff, and like puzzles and stuff. Crows solve them. So they're very intelligent birds. And even the thirsty crow is about person being, it's speaking about a person having resources, and obviously intelligent person who can make things happen, make things work in their favor. Okay, so again, it's your intelligence. Some people might feel like they're not. Again, it's basically just people feeling insecure because you're so good. So it's not negative even. People just reflecting on their insecurities because you're so good. So they might feel a little overshadowed by you, or feel like they cannot match your energy. They're not on the same level as you. And you could also have a lot of resources. Okay, you're resourceful, you make things happen. We have Leo here. So your confidence also, again, Leo is about, it's connected to 5th house of love, dating, romance. So person who's charming, charismatic. If you have a lot of people throwing themselves at you, every time you go out, people are interested in you. So people who are around you, let's say if you're dating someone, that person could feel insecure. They feel like, wow, this person could date anyone, why did they choose me? So that question could come up. It's just your charm, enigma, just this enigmatic personality that you have, that is intimidating. So your options, people who are approaching you, okay, your confidence, these are the things that intimidate people. For tarot, you got Judgment. We have Queen of Pentacles. We have this one came out first, Nine of Wands, then it was the Eight of Wands. So I thought that was interesting that we got 9 first, then we had 8. So it's like a step back. But the interesting thing is, this is the more defensive energy, this is forward movement. So I feel like a lot of people could feel like this hot and cold back and forth energy with you. Okay, maybe you you could be this energy where you're a little unsure of people sometimes, or just you could attract a lot of people who they're a little hot and cold. Something about this energy of just, I don't know, unsure, being unsure. Okay, you also seem like a person who might be judgmental. So some people might feel like you're judgmental, or you're like a harsh disciplinarian, or let's say you are very spiritual in your life. Okay, you, let's say you eat specific food, you live a specific lifestyle, you have certain roles that you follow, you have your own self-imposed rules and regulations, you have your own philosophy. So some people might feel like, you know what, I'm not spiritual at all, so this person must judge me. Okay, that's one specific message I'm getting here. But overall, just this disciplinarian, this like a hard taskmaster, that sort of energy I'm also getting. If you expect people to do really, really well, and you kind of push them to be their best version, or something about you where you have this serious sort of energy as well. So people might feel intimidated by that, like they don't want your disapproval, or they don't want to disappoint you. Some people might even lie to you just to appear more promising in a way. Okay, and again, your independence, you seem like a mature person, you seem like the marriage type or a relationship type sort of a person. So a lot of people might feel like, you know what, I'm not there yet, I'm so immature, I'm not wise like pile number 2. So they might feel insecure because of that, because you seem very mature, very stable, grounded sort of a person, and also maybe financially independent. So that might intimidate certain people as well. Okay, the fact that you're so full of resources, you don't need someone else. So people might feel like, okay, they don't need me, so what do I bring to the table? That sort of energy I'm getting here. Now let's just quickly wrap the reading up. Are you more approachable, or are you more intimidating? Let's see. Here we have Fish, Pisces energy. We have Lion, Leo, this is fire. So see, a little bit of hot and cold here as well. Fire and water. So people might go back and forth about their opinion of you. Sometimes you seem very approachable, sometimes you don't. You could be slightly moody also, I feel, maybe, or you could attract moody people, something with prominent moon, maybe in your chart or in the person's chart. So that's why there's a lot of wavering, back and forth, changing of opinions. This can also come through with Mercury as well. Mercury also gives fickle mind, so does Moon. So Moon, Mercury could be prominent. Something with Leo or Pisces placements as well. Here we have wedding in reverse. So see, I was getting that marriage material energy here as well. So the message is here that you seem like a sincere person. Okay, in terms of romance, a lot of people might see you as a person who either, let's say, you're very independent, you don't want to settle down. Okay, that could intimidate certain people. For others, you seem like such a high value person, you seem so sorted, settled, good money, all of these things, that some people might feel insecure. They might feel like, I don't bring a whole lot to this person, or I'm not ready yet, and this person is looking for something serious, so I'm not even gonna approach them. Okay, so it's your stance. Okay, what you're expecting, that could intimidate people. Secondly, wedding, this card makes me think of the ninth house and Sagittarius zodiac sign. So this is about beliefs, principles. So again, that spiritual message I was getting earlier. Also, what are your beliefs? You could be very rigid about that. So some people might judge over that. Some people might also feel like they're not in line with you, and you don't have the same sort of principles and desires, or just this energy where they feel like we don't align. So I just maybe let's say you have very strong opinions on certain things, and there are other people, because it's making me think of a friend of mine. She's very politically inclined, and there's another friend of hers, she's not interested in politics. So it just creates this dynamic. Even though one person is easygoing, other person is very passionate about something, so it just creates a weird sort of dynamic. That's what I'm picking up here, where people might feel judged by you. They might feel like you're very passionate and they don't match your energy, something like this. Okay, like your beliefs and principles don't match. Also, you seem like someone who is looking for something serious. Okay, and that also intimidates people. They feel like, oh, I need to buck up, or I need to show up right, and it puts pressure on people. That's what I'm getting. For nakshatra, we got Rohini, Anuradha. I did speak about Rohini here. See, and Rohini is also the person who gets a lot of wrath, or a lot of other people being jealous of Rohini. Rohini is the favorite. Okay, so again, it's that prosperous person, very even connected with fertility. Rohini, the word itself means the red one, or something with red. Rohan, I think Rohan word comes from red or reddish, something like that. But it's a female term. Rohan is the masculine term. Rohini is the feminine, like the blushing bride, it says right here. So it shows a person who's very good looking, fertile. It shows a person who has a lot going in their favor, and everyone's favorite, everyone's after them. So a lot of people feel intimidated by your options. The fact that you have a lot of options, a lot of people approach you, and you're very coveted. Okay, that intimidates other people. They might feel insecure. And here we have Anuradha. Symbol is lotus. Again, it's speaking about beauty. It's also speaking about an emotional depth. Okay, sacrificial, how do you say that, sort of nature, and mature energy, even something with creativity, sweet speech. Okay, these things might intimidate other people. Your emotional depth. Okay, all of that. Here we have the flame, and it falls in Scorpio. So again, a little bit of that mysterious spiritual energy. People who are into occult, they usually have these nakshatras like Anuradha, Jeshta. It's naturally connected to 8th house of Scorpio, which is connected with like hidden knowledge, mysterious mysteries, and even horror stuff. Anything with that's scary or like hidden knowledge, occult. That's Scorpio energy. We have flame here. We have the unseen. We have the heart. Okay, so a lot of people want to unlock that heart. They really do feel like an emotional connection with you. I think it's when the logic comes in that the person starts feeling intimidated, but emotionally they feel comfort in your energy. They really resonate with your energy. They seem like they feel, even if they feel insecure, there's a connection there. There's a bonding there, and they want to see the unknown side that you've not shown to anyone else. There's a heart connection. You could also bring a lot of people who are dealing with heartbreak or something like that, because I see this boat. It always makes me think of 6 of Swords energy, which is about transition, moving out of a difficult time period. Okay, so you bring healing, you bring solace. People are drawn towards you for healing. They also want to know the unknown, unseen. See, that Scorpio energy, or maybe even 12th house Pisces energy, that is also connected to spirituality. There can be Cancer also. See, all 3 energies came out: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, because it's connected with depth. Okay, and water element, like I said, moon is prominent with this reading. This particular pile, moon is very strong. So people want to know the unknown because of you. You either inspire this energy in people where they want to know the deeper truths. You inspire the spiritual side, or you bring it out into other people. Okay, you bring some sort of healing also. Okay, they want to see something that's hidden. It almost looks like the 8th house, and then you've lit up the you brought sun in there. Did we have sun in Scorpio? We didn't. I think it came out in first pile, but it's making me think of a planet sitting in Scorpio. Wait, I messed everything up. But yeah, it's about looking for the unknown. Okay, so I think they feel, overall, we do have some cards. Let me just finish it, then I'll wrap it up. We have Santosh, which is about satisfaction, means satisfaction. I think a lot of your friends it makes me think of community, and a lot of females on this imagery. You can see lots of females, so a lot of women are drawn towards you and they feel comfort with you. Pile number 2, or your tribe, your friends, even if you're a guy, your male friends, or maybe females as well. And this is the card you chose. We have Swadhyay, which means self-study, studying of the self. We see the eye here. We see butterfly wings, which speaks about transformation. Okay, a little bit of Scorpio energy. And here we have the book, which is studying. So you activate this element in other people where they look in, they reflect. There's a lot of self-awareness you could bring to people. You guide them, you teach them. Okay, you have the ability to impact a lot of people. And you know, there was a reading I was thinking about doing in the future, your effect on other people. And I was wondering, how should I do it? Should I do like your effect on men and women, or like in general, how should I do it? Maybe I can do it like this, where your effect on men and women, and then the other half of the video I can just speak about general messages. Or let me know, should I do it like this? Because I feel like pile number 2, you're someone who definitely has a strong ability to impact a lot of people around you. Okay, they feel inspired by you, they become more spiritual because of you, they reflect more, or something, just people becoming better versions of themselves somehow by your touch. Okay, or your influence I'm getting. Here we have Brihaspati. He is the preceptor of the gods. He has a lot of knowledge. Again, same message I keep getting. Some of you could have Jupiter exalted, because he is the archetype. Whenever I speak of Jupiter, this is the person I'm speaking about. This is the archetype of Jupiter. Okay, and we have 4th house, which is where Jupiter gets exalted, in the sign of Cancer. Not 4th house, but in the sign of Cancer. But 4th always makes me think of exalted Jupiter. A lot of you people picking this file, you're very knowledgeable. See here, Buddha also, Lord of Compassion. He is also connected with spirituality and wisdom and intelligence. Okay, he is, some of you could have Jupiter, Mercury sitting together. Buddha makes me think of Mercury as well. Buddha. Mercury in Hindi, the word for Mercury is Buddh. So it's coming from Buddha. There's a connection there. Okay. He's like the young prince, Buddha. So it's right in alignment with what we study about Mercury when we study Vedic astrology. So this pile is particularly very long. I just went off. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If anyone's watching till now, let me know. Did you watch pile number 2 all the way through? Please let me know. If you did, you're a rock star. I love you. And yeah, what I'm seeing here overall, are you intimidating? Are you not? Maybe a little bit, but overall I feel like people are drawn towards you to heal. Somehow you could play a significant role for a lot of people in their life. You could impact them deeply. Okay, you can bring a lot of knowledge and wisdom to people. And what could be intimidating is not you, maybe just their life circumstances. Like a lot of people feeling like, you know what, now I have to do inner work, I don't want to do that, so I'm just gonna run away. That sort of energy. It's what you bring to the table. It's not exactly you that's intimidating, it's the work that you're inspiring people to do. So it was a bit different. It wasn't like a clear-cut answer. Some people could feel intimidated by you, but more so I'm not getting that feeling. Okay, you seem like a very intelligent person though. With Brihaspati, you know, the energy is, think of a teacher, think of a spiritual guide, think of a guru. If I had a guru, I would feel intimidated by their knowledge. You know, I would feel like, wow, I'm such a novice, I need to learn so much from this person. There would be like a great amount of respect, a great desire, great just putting the person on a pedestal. So there's intimidation like that, where we feel like this person is important, they can have a big impact on us, and I'm like nowhere near close to this person, and I can learn a lot from them. So anyone with huge knowledge, huge wisdom, this resource, you know, that they're carrying, it's intimidating. So that's the vibe I'm getting. It's not like a clear-cut answer, but I hope you understood the reading and you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and especially if you watched all the way through, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you want to support the channel, what you can do is you can watch the videos for longer. That also helps promote my videos, my channel. You can watch the ads. That helps support me monetarily. Is that how you say it? I'm really bad with pronunciation, guys. I think you can tell. But yeah, it helps me make more money if you watch the ads on the videos. If you want to book a reading with me, all the links will be down in the description. Naturally, if you have questions, always check the description and you can leave a comment too. I'll get back to you. If I don't get back to you, write me an email. Okay, I'll check that for sure. But yeah, join the membership, support the channel, and yeah, let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing what it actually is. Are you more approachable or intimidating? But the way I'm doing the reading is I look at the aspects that make you more approachable as well as the ones that make you more intimidating. Okay, and then we'll talk about overall whether you're more approachable or are you more intimidating. How do you actually come across? So this is how I've pulled the cards for the reading. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's slightly different than my usual style, but I really enjoyed pulling the cards for this one. So let me know if you enjoyed this or not. Should I do more readings like this or in this style? Let me know. Okay, let's get started with the reading. This is the more approachable side. Here we have, is it Allah? I don't know, morality. Okay, we have a snake. This card always makes me think of Queen of Pentacles in the tarot deck that I use quite a bit. It's my favorite tarot deck, and there's a queen in the front and there's a snake in the back. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. So I'm getting that message as well with this. Whoever this pile number 3, you come across as a person with strong morals. You seem like a righteous person, a good person with a good heart, good character. Okay, and you have a lot going in your favor as well. Okay, Queen of Pentacles making me think of a person who's high value person, someone that you want to be with, someone you want to date, or someone you want in your life, even as a friend. So a person who adds value to your life. This is how you come across. This is what makes you approachable. You seem like a compassionate, sweet sort of a person. Here we have Venus in Scorpio, secrets. See, with the little Scorpio here as well. Okay. You also got the 11th house. And for tarot, you got Page of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Moon. Some of you could have Moon in Capricorn, because the Devil is connected with Capricorn and we have Moon coming out. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, overall, 4 of Pentacles, I get this sense a lot of people also feel possessive over you. They feel like, because even Pentacles is talking about value, money, okay, asset. And this 4 of Pentacles is the energy of being possessive, being protective of someone. So you come across as a protective person. A lot of people really like you, like they want to be your favorite. They want to be in your good graces. There could be some people in your life who also feel slightly jealous. Let's say if you make new friends, your friends could feel jealous. Okay, that's a very weird side message I'm getting, like people feeling very possessive of you. They value you quite a bit. Okay, this is what makes you approachable. The fact that you have high value, you seem like a good person. Okay, you add value to other people's life. You seem like a good friend also. People can gain a lot from you. 11th house is the house of gains. It's also the house of friendship. That's why I was getting that message. But I was getting all that from just the 4 of Pentacles. Like people being possessive over you, locking you away. Like they don't want you to make new friends. That sort of a vibe I'm getting. It's not toxic though. Okay. Devil also tells me that you could be very attractive. There's something about, let's say, physical attractiveness. You have that, or something about your looks, your body language, where people are really drawn towards you. So what makes you approachable is also your attractiveness. It's all your feminine quality also. Whether you're guy, girl picking this pile, you're attractive and you seem like a sweet person, strong morals, good friend, someone who is generous, a giver, takes good care of other people. You could be successful also. You come across as a person with good money, success, fame, settled in life, good career. That sort of a vibe I'm getting. So people just assume, okay, being around this person, I can learn, I can gain. Okay, this person can be a good friend to me. 11th house is also the house of socializing and making social connections. So it's not exactly friendship like the third house, but 11th is more, let's say, think of YouTubers, how they have friends online, they all collab with each other. That's more of like a 11th house friendship, where you collabing, you're getting something out of it. You can gain from each other, that sort of a vibe. So that is what I'm getting here. You also seem like a person where people could divulge a lot of their secrets. So you seem like someone who would not gossip, or you will respect their personal stuff. You'll give them good advice, or they can open up to you, share your secrets. Something about you is trustworthy. Okay, and people also wanting to ask advice from you in terms of love and relationships, perhaps, or sexuality, or something like that. Something hidden, secret stuff. Scorpio energy, right? So they, first of all, they might see you as a wise person who can give them good advice. Secondly, they're just venting maybe, and they know that you won't tell other people your secrets. So you come across as a reliable sort of a person. Okay, and you're good looking, sweet. Moon also gives good looks, attractive person. A lot of people naturally just being drawn towards you to open up emotionally. That happens especially when, if you have moon sitting in the first house or moon sitting in the 7th house, people will be drawn towards you just telling their personal matter. Okay, that does happen. A lot of younger people could also be attracted to you with Page of Wands. It's that energy. Some people tend to date older women, older men. They like a big age gap or something like that. That could also be there, which with Page of Wands, I'm getting that. But yeah, a gentle, sweet energy where people open up to you about their secrets and their emotional, let's say, turmoil. Seeking some advice or seeking some sort of solace, or a listener. Okay, a shoulder to cry upon. That energy I'm getting. Secondly, high value person people can gain from you. That also makes you approachable. And then your attractiveness. So I'm getting multiple different energies. Some wanting to date you, some wanting to be friends with you, some wanting to work with you. Okay, learn from you maybe. So this is what I'm getting. What makes you intimidating? Let's look at that. We have Kali here, shadow, goddess Kali, and I love the imagery on this particular deck. It's my new favorite deck. I love it. I want to use it in every single reading that I do. So Kali, she is more fierce energy. So you have fierce energy. You're someone, you're not afraid of fighting. You're not afraid of putting your opinion forth. Okay, if someone crossed you, you'll get back at them. You have this fierce energy where you will not stand from dishonesty. You stand for dishonesty. You will not stand for like bare minimum. You would not put up with that. So you have a little bit of fierceness in you, a little bit of maybe temper, or this spice, something about you where you have a strong aura where you are not afraid of putting up a fight. Okay, so people are afraid of you quite a bit. I think more so than the other piles today. This is the pile where I get this fierceness the strongest. So someone with like a temper, or someone who is a trailblazer, is not afraid of speaking up, fighting, taking a stand. That sort of energy I'm getting very strongly. Also, you despise when people lie, or you could have certain things, certain qualities you do not like at all, and if people exhibit that sort of a behavior, it really offends you, it pisses you off, and you just go ham. Okay, so this is what I'm getting here. She is also one of the goddesses we connect with, because we have these archetypes, right? In Vedic astrology, we have the creators, we have preservers, and we have destroyers. So she is the one we do connect with, the destroyer archetype, someone who, even here we see the head is being chopped off, right? So this is about cutting the ignorance off. Okay, or ego, taking the ego away, ignorance away. We connect her with because we need creation, we also need preservation, but we also need to take away things that don't serve us. For that we need the destruction also. So it's like transformation, endings and beginnings, that sort of thing. So yeah, here we have, I don't know how to say that, we have self-care. So you got 2 cards with this particular deck. I thought let me just put that up. So one specific message I was getting with these two cards coming out together, some of you could have gone through like a major transformation. So earlier in your life, maybe you were more approachable. Now you become more intimidating, or vice versa. Okay. I also get this message here that you're someone with very high standards. Self-care tells me that you have a very good self-concept, and you don't you have high standards for people in your life as well, for friendships, for love, all of that. So you're someone who expects a certain sort of treatment, accepts a certain sort of behavior. If you don't get that, you'll cut people off. So this is the energy you give off that makes you intimidating. What also makes you intimidating is, some of you, pile number 3, you could have very few insecurities. You're not insecure about a lot of stuff. Okay. And people might notice that and feel like, wow, this person's so secure. Wow, this person, please ignore the background noise. People might say, wow, this person is just so like has such a good relationship with their own self. Okay. It might cause people to self-reflect also, but naturally people could feel like, I cannot manipulate this person, I cannot gaslight this person. You seem very secure. Okay. So the bad people might feel like, I cannot take this person for a ride. For the good people, they might feel like, wow, this person's just so confident of themselves, they love themselves, and I don't feel that same way. Okay. Or they might also feel like intimidated by the fact that, wow, this person has really high standards, so I don't know if I can meet them or not. That sort of energy also I'm getting. Okay. Or just making other people self-reflect. They also feel like, you know what, maybe I should feel inspired by pile number 3, and maybe I should have some more self-love as well. Okay. So it can get channeled in multiple different ways. Here we have Venus in Sagittarius, discovery. So see, discovering things because of you. You could also be someone who's very well traveled. You're familiar with a lot of cultures. You were highly educated. You're a globe trotter, is it called? Person who travels a lot. So that could be intimidating, the fact that you travel a lot, you know lots of different cultures, you don't settle in one place. So maybe some people cannot relate to you. They're the ones who maybe they've never even been around their own country, or they've not even gone to the neighboring country, and you've traveled a lot. Or you're highly educated. Some people who are not as highly educated, they feel like, I don't know what to talk to this person. Like, I don't know what to talk about with this person. They just have all these different interests and hobbies, and we have nothing in common to talk about, or whatever this person talks about. Pile number 3, people are saying, whenever pile number 3 talks, I don't know what to share with them. I don't know how to give a comeback or how to have a conversation, because all the things that this person is interested in, I have no idea about. So a lot of people just not connecting with you because you just have a different viewpoint. You're just a different sort of person with different interests. Okay. So that could be intimidating, the fact that you're just this whole person, you're this interesting person. Okay. That's what I'm getting. Here we have Capricorn. So you could be like a person who sets the rule, a little bit dominating also, or a little harsh maybe with your speech or in your demeanor. You could also come across as someone very serious. Capricorn makes me think of a serious person, It's more of that Saturn energy, where a person is sincere, responsible, disciplinarian, okay? Taskmaster, the boss here also it says, even though which is, okay, it could be. Sun in Capricorn would be the boss, I think. But leadership is naturally connected with Sun, and the employee or the worker, labor class is Saturn. But anyway, what I'm seeing here, Capricorn is just slightly more serious energy, less romantic, a little more cold, harsh sort of vibe I'm getting. You could also be someone who's very work oriented, very focused on work, all about the work. So some people feel like you work a lot, you're a workaholic, and your approach to work could also be slightly intimidating, where they feel like this person is an overachiever, or this just, I don't work as much, or I don't love my work, or something about work could also be there. For tarot, you got Lovers. So a lot of the people that you date, your exes and people who are interested in you, they naturally feel intimidated by you. That's getting that message very strongly. And here also this looks like a swing. First of all, swing Makes me think of Uttara and Purva Falguni. Did you get those nakshatras? Let me check. You did. Oh my god. Because I remember pulling these, and when I pulled this card, I didn't think of this, but see, the symbol is hammock. Is it not for Uttara Falguni? It's the bed, okay. But yeah, okay. So it's only Purva Falguni, not Uttara. But hammock or the swing is the symbol for Purva Falguni. See? Okay, swing. So we do have a swing here. Love that synchronicity. So it's your romantic partners naturally intimidated by you. They're also intimidated by your creativity. Purva Falguni is connected with a person who has a lot of talent. So whatever talents that you possess, you could be really, really good at them, like a perfectionist. And also Purva Falguni can make a person popular, also have success, fame, especially early on in life. So if that's the case with you, if you connect with Purva Falguni sort of associations, then that could be intimidating about your personality, especially if you're good looking also. Okay, if you're like an actor or a performer, or you have a creative job, that is also connected with Purva Falguni. It is also connected with having a stage. So being on a stage somehow, being popular, those are the significations. Now let's move on. Here we have 8 of Pentacles. Okay, this one came out first, 9 of Pentacles, then the 8 of Pentacles. This is also the energy of a perfectionist, workaholic. Same message I was getting earlier. Here we have 9 of Pentacles, which shows an independent woman. So your ability to be very independent intimidates people. People feel like you don't need them, they need you. So that is intimidating. Also the fact that your personality, your fierceness, whatever your personality is overall, that's slightly intimidating. Also your money, so your status, your legacy that you have, or the family that you're part of, or if you're financially abundant, that could be slightly intimidating as well. If you're very well settled in your career. Then 7 of Cups. I think a lot of people have misconceptions about you. They might formulate certain ideas in their head which are not fair, because 7 of Cups is, see, daydreaming, imagination. So I don't feel like it's you, pile number 3. It's maybe a lot of people make it seem like you're someone you're not, or they over amplify your fierceness or something, where they overthink. Okay, they need to tame it down. There could be some misconceptions here for sure, in terms of feeling intimidated by you, especially people who don't approach you, people who don't know you on a personal level. They might cook up stories which are not true. So once they get to know you, they might warm up a little bit more. So there could be misconceptions here. This could even speak about having a lot of choices. So the fact that, again, busyness, having options, rejecting a lot of people. You could be someone who rejects a lot of people in terms of love and relationships. You don't date a whole lot. You have a lot of options. People always being interested in you. That could also be intimidating to other people. They might not date you because of that. They feel like, wow, this person could date anyone they want. So 7 of Cups speaks about having options. It's also overthinking, overanalyzing. Okay. World. So this one speaks about success, which keeps coming up with this pile. Success, work, your reputation, your public image, all of this is intimidating. And world here again, speaking about, see, here we have the globe. Person who's well traveled, well versed in different cultures, very intelligent, can have a conversation with any person. Okay, exciting, interesting life. Person who travels a lot, lots of knowledge, highly educated. There could be distance here also. You could be someone popular in the public eye, or people who are distant from you. There's a lot of distance. I'm getting world can speak about distance. So they cook up things in their mind, and there can be miscommunication. So it's better to have more IRL relationships, friendship, relationship, whatever. It's better to have that. You might attract people who tend to overthink. Okay. Now, wow, these piles are way longer. Pile number 2 was really long. Now this one's really long as well. Let's wrap the reading up. Are you more intimidating or are you more approachable? So you got Buffalo. You could have Taurus placements. This is Earth sign. We have falseness. This is Rahu energy. Some of you could have maybe Rahu sitting in Taurus, Rahu Venus. Rahu Venus also gives this energy where person has multiple people approaching them. Like Rahu, out of all the placements in the zodiac, in Vedic astrology, what is that one placement that gets the most, let's say, people they can date, or people naturally approaching them, asking them out. Number one would be, in my opinion, Venus Rahu. That person gets the most people asking them out. If you disagree, anyone with Venus Rahu, let me know. It could depend on the degree, because Rahu is naturally retrograde. So if Rahu has gone past Venus, it changes a little bit. But I have seen this. I know people with this placement. I actually also have this placement, so personal experience. But I know so many people with this placement, and it checks out every single time. Even a lot of celebrities also. But Venus Rahu will never have a shortage of people approaching them. Secondly, this person won't date a lot, which is funny. It's because you're spoiled by choices. You have too many people to pick from, and Rahu naturally creates illusions, delusions, and it gives confusion. So person will be confused. Which one do I pick? Exactly this. This is Rahu. This is Venus Rahu. Which one should I date? Person ends up dating no one. And Rahu also speaks about inexperience. Okay? Because the person now, they've never dated, they have no experience though, so they feel like, why should I date? Okay, they get just scared, they talk themselves out of things. So this is that energy. So Buffalo speaks about a person who's stubborn. So you might come across, a lot of people might assume you're stubborn or you're like a taskmaster. They might assume things about you. That's clearly. So I feel like pile number 3, you're more intimidating than you're approachable. Okay, you're more intimidating, but a lot of the misconceptions that people have are uncalled for. So once they get to know you, they might change their opinions also, but you are intimidating. Your energy is like that, and the reason for people approaching you is also like that. Okay, so if they're approaching you for love, they do have a little bit of reason to feel intimidated. Okay, we have gift in reverse, so naturally people wanting to approach you, but it's in reverse, so they don't. Okay, you also seem like a high value person with gift coming out. We spoke about Purva and Uttara Falguni, both falling in Leo. So Leo is that regal energy, high standards, big ego, not necessarily, but can be there. Temper also can be there. High standards, okay, being a leader, dominating other people, all those messages are coming through. Both are falling in Leo. Okay, here also we had you picked this card, we had lions, right? Strong Leo in this pile. Some of you could have strong Leo in your chart or prominent sun. Next up we have ocean. Quickly go over these cards. We have speaking of sun, you have father, which is sun is the archetype of father. We have the box. So a lot of people put themselves in the box. Again, people who have not lived their life, who are very protected, or like have a very normal sort of life, they might feel like they're the box, or you're the person outside of the box, living your life in a very big way. The ocean, like unrestricted. So it's their own insecurities that are making them feel intimidated, making them feel smaller than you. Okay, some of you could have also strong masculine energy. You're a provider yourself, so a lot of people feel like they cannot provide for you. Okay, and their opinion might also go back and forth with this imagery that I see, split energy, imagery in half. Some of you could have Vishakha placements also. Vishakha, Swati is connected with the sword. Vishakha is the split. Kritika is also cutting. So just the imagery is making me think of those nakshatras. Here also this is making me think of Revati. Some of you could have Pisces placements as well, the ocean. Overall, what I'm getting, there's a lot of thought, there's a lot of strong energy, like maybe a lot of people surrounding you. It's giving me Venus Rahu. Why? Because even Venus Jupiter can be like that, because Jupiter expands. So this is the most popular pile, or a lot of people picking this pile, or the people who are picking this pile, there could be a lot of people around you, or I'm channeling the energy of a lot of people with this pile feels busy. Okay, that's one thing. Second, Jupiter amplifies, so it multiplies things, right? Now Rahu is like even bigger, like on steroids. That's why I'm getting this Venus Rahu vibe, Venus Jupiter vibe, that lots of energies, lots of people, that's what I'm getting. But yeah, overall what I see here, people who they feel like lifestyles are different, they feel intimidated, also they feel boxed in somehow, they feel restricted. So your energy is making them reflect. Okay, and just some insecurities coming up. Also, you can provide for yourself. That is a major point of contention here. And lots of thinking, overthinking is what I'm getting here. But definitely interested in you with the eye showing up. Rahu can also show obsession. A lot of people obsessing over you, especially if you're famous on social media or you're in the public eye. A lot of people might tend to obsess over you, getting that strongly. Finally, let's finish the reading off. You got ahimsa, which means non-violence. So, see, you're this tame beast. You're like the lion. Lion is not the most ferocious one or the big hunter, you know. He kind of chills out. He's chill. Lets other people do the work for him. That is the energy of sun, the leader who empowers other people and kind of lays back, you know. That's the energy of Leo. Tiger is the independent hunter. Now, sometimes tiger we connect with moon energy, more independent, the hunter. Lion laid back, okay? So you're someone with fierce energy, but you're mature also. You're not like jumping down people's throat or anything like that. But people just get intimidated. They cook up stories. It's a little uncalled for. Here it's saying non-violence. So you have the capacity to be violent, but you're a non-violent person, okay? So misconceptions also, your fierce energy is intimidating to other people. Clearly this pile is intimidating. Pile number 1 was not. Pile number 2 was a little like yes and no, or 50-50, or let's say yes with an asterisk. That was the pile number 2. But you are fierce, but not in a bad way. Intimidating, but not in a bad way. The potential is there, okay? But you don't do it. Okay, you're fierce, you're a strong aura, strong person. Here we have Mahadev Shiva, God Shiva. We had Kali, which is kind of the female archetype of destruction or the destroyer, and he's the male archetype. We see here god of destruction. But see the pose he's sitting in, because Shiva is connected with meditation, going really deep in the meditation. That's why he's like completely like a renunciate, doesn't have any like major ornaments, or he's not decorated. Like we had I'll show you, we had Lord Ganesh come out in the first reading, and we see ornaments, very opulent, beautiful, even though, and it's funny that we have Ganesh here. He's the son of Shiva, and there's a beautiful story also. A lot of people call him the elephant god. How did he get the elephant head? There's a story that Shiva's wife, I'm going into tangents, anyone can skip off, if you can shut off if you're not interested, but I want to make this point, then I'll finish the reading. So Shiva's wife, goddess Parvati, she was going for like a shower or something, and then she said, or I don't know what she was doing, but she said, Ganesh, please make sure no one enters the place. And he didn't know Shiva was the father, which is weird. I don't know, I need to look into that. But yeah, so basically Shiva comes home, he's like, let me meet my wife. He's like, no, you cannot enter, and he gets mad, okay, because Shiva, you don't disrespect. It's a fierce energy, fierce god. He felt disrespected, so he chopped the head off in fury, and then didn't die actually, because again they're gods. So what happens, Parvati comes out, she's like, why did you cut his head off, he's our kid, this, that. And then they find like an elephant, they cut the elephant's head off or something, I don't know, but they attach an elephant head, because that was the only way to revive him or to give him a head. So, or maybe he smashed the head or something, I don't know, but they had to put some other head. This is why the story comes from Shiva's anger. So I feel like it's relevant. I pulled this card from the first group sitting here, but again, he's the renunciate, okay? He needs to tame that anger, and he's also the god of animals. That's why we see animal skin here. We have the snake in the neck. So he connects with the nature very deeply. There's a connection. It's just your natural animalistic nature, pile number 3, that sometimes people they don't understand, okay? They don't jive with it, and that's okay. So this is the message I was getting here, where just be your natural person, okay? You have a fierce energy naturally about you, and you live your life differently. He's a renunciate. He doesn't need all these bells and whistles. But there's a he is also connected with yoga, giving birth to yoga. And if you really want to be blessed in terms of going deeper in your meditation, you pray to Lord Shiva. Only he can give you that. So fierce energy, but it's channeled, it's spiritual, and it's deep, okay? It's being used for a good cause, or in a good way, let's say. So yeah, He does have that energy to be calm and quiet as well, but when the time comes, he can be the destroyer. So that's your energy, pile number 3. I hope this reading resonated. I love doing this reading, slightly different than my usual readings that I do. And let me know if you want me to do more. I was thinking about doing what's your effect on people, so I can do that, like a general portion, and then I can do what's your effect on men or women, or I could do, let's say, your people that you dated or your friends, something about doing like a split sort of a reading the way I did it today. Let me know your thoughts. If you want to support the channel, there's 2 things you can do. You can watch the videos for longer. That pushes my content further. YouTube feels like, okay, people are watching her content, let me push it out there. So watching the videos for longer and watching the ads on the videos makes me make more money. Okay, so you can do that. If you want to support, you can also join the membership. If you want to book a reading with me, all the links will be down in the description. Naturally, if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments, or you can leave an email also. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys, have a good one.